Hey, what's up? It's Tati. You guys, I should be sleeping, but instead I'm up looking at memes and shit about this Tuesday night war that everyone's talking about. Now, it's really the fans that are looking at the fact that we have an AEW show and a WWE show on the same night at the same time, and for them, this is a war. Technically, in a way, I guess so. Now, at first, to me, it's like, well, we've had the situation before where NXT was on Wednesdays, so they end up moving to Tuesdays. So we've had this situation or whatever, so it's not really a big deal. Now, WWE has been around for what, 70 years? They obviously have all the experience, all the fans, and everything, and people are still trying to make it seem like WWE is not the superior product. Now, personally, I do prefer AEW at the moment, but it's all based on opinions. What do you like more? And it really doesn't matter, to be honest. Like I always say, I'm not pro WWE, I'm not pro AEW, I am pro wrestling. Wherever there's good stuff, that's where your girl's gonna be. Now, the fans are buying into this thing. They want the ratings to come out. Mainly WWE fans or fans that do not like AEW. They want the ratings to come out and that, AEW have poor ratings and WWE look better, whatever. They just want to stick it to Tony Khan's face or whatever. All right, I get it. However, WWE themselves acknowledges this war or whatever by making sure that they put people on this NXT card that have no business being on the card, like John Cena being in the corner of Carmelo Hayes, Paul Heyman being with Braun Breaker. Also, they teasing The Undertaker being there. Now, if you want to get me, I don't know about everybody else, but if you want to get me, let me know the Undertaker is going to be there, and yes, I will be there. However, that's still not enough to get me to watch the whole damn show. Maybe I could just click over for a couple of minutes, or just pull out my laptop and have both shows playing simultaneously. But it's not enough to really want me to not watch the other product just because one person's going to be there. They're also going to have Cody Rhodes there too, making a huge announcement, whatever that's going to be. It's not really something to stop what you're doing to go look anyway to see this announcement. Now, they got all those people on there, and like I said, you want the Undertaker, you're teasing the Undertaker. That's a really desperate move. Now, I'll do anything to see Mark Calloway, but what has he got that has to do anything with anything that's going on right now? Nothing at all. Now, they also say that the first 30 minutes is going to be commercial free. And I'm just like, okay, well, why would y'all be doing that if you didn't think that Dynamite being on Tuesday was any competition to you? So once that happened, Tony Khan also announced that Tuesday night Dynamite is going to be commercial free for the first 30 minutes. And I was like, Tony, you got the money, you got the bread. Give us an hour or have the main event be commercial free. That's what I prefer. Main events should be commercial free anyway. Now, I'm also hearing from Fightful. I don't know if Tony Khan had confirmed this, but they're saying that AEW has a 10-minute overrun. So they'll be definitely stretching that time. You guys know we're going to have for the main event. It's going to be Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus. I'm pretty sure Christian's going to get involved. So they're going to do something very interesting with that storyline in order to go past 10 minutes. Any little thing counts to get those ratings up, right? And now Tony Khan has also added an extra 30 minutes of Dynamite, but this time you have to tune into X, Facebook, or YouTube so you can see this buy-in pre-show of Dynamite, which is absolutely hilarious. It's going to be, what's his name? Eddie Kingston versus Minoru Suzuki. And that's going to be good because, these two motherfuckers, they will do anything in the ring. So these two guys in the ring together, God knows what's going to happen. So people are going to be interested to see that. So the first 30 minutes before NXT even starts, we already have something with AEW playing. And that right there is going to be the attention grabber. Obviously, throughout that 30 minutes, they're going to be teasing the rest of the show. And that's their last-ditch efforts to get as much people to watch. So I'm over here looking on X, and Tony Khan is wilding. I could tell Tony Khan doesn't have a girlfriend, because if he had a girlfriend, like, she would be like, "Give me the phone. You're doing way too much right now." Now he's over there responding to people. Someone had commented under his post where he's promoting Dynamite tomorrow night, and he posted a meme saying, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about them not watching Dynamite." Now, he also shoots some shots towards Vince McMahon as well. It's just like a whole bunch of weird shit. And I'm just like, Tony, just promote the damn show. We don't have to do all this other stuff. It don't have to get ugly, you know? Now, they're also calling this Title Tuesday. And ironically enough, aside from them, just throwing in the whole Eddie Kingston thing, because the Ring of Honor title, and I do believe the New Japan title's on the line for that match. We only had the women's title and the international title on the line. So the other 4 matches on this card, there are no titles on the line. So why is this called Title Tuesday? I have no idea, but it's still a great card. We are ending off with, I want to say Edge. Adam Copeland's going to be there. So this is going to be his first match in AEW. So that's another interesting thing too. That probably will help in terms of rating or whatever. Everybody know that's going to be the last match on the card. We even have Jay White versus Hangman, so that's going to be another interesting thing too. We're going to be hearing from MJF. Oh, Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson. Holy shit, that's going to be another banger. Now look, in terms of this Tuesday Night War, I personally don't care about the ratings or whatever. But what I do care about is 2 companies seeing each other as some type of threat. Because that's what it is. Definitely WWE seeing it that way. And that's why they take things to those measures to make sure that more people will definitely be tuning in. Is it enough? I don't really think it's that much. But, if more people watch NXT, then they'll just be tuning in because they love NXT. And also that they're also admitting that part of their audience is definitely people who watch AEW as well. So they really want to make sure that as much people as possible is watching and whatnot. But the real winners in this situation is going to be the fans. Now, if both products decide to put something out that is fucking hot and banging, then the fans, we win by having really good shit to watch. And that's what people want. This is why people had wanted a company to be able to go head to head with WWE, because WWE was at its best when they had WCW to be feuding with, when WCW even at some point for 83 weeks was doing better than them in the ratings, and it made for a better product. And I remember as a kid literally watching the shows. First, we had one TV at home, and we would just have to press the repeat button to go back and forth between Raw and Nitro. And then we got a second television in the house. So now one TV was Raw, the other TV was Nitro, and we're literally running from room to room based off of what's going on. And you really didn't have to miss anything you didn't want to miss because you didn't actually have to flip the channel. That's when wrestling really felt as its best. And this is when both of these promotions were really trying to spit out as much entertainment as possible so that they can do better. Now, what really turned the tables during the Monday Night Wars is when obviously Raw was taped, and that was an advantage for WCW, and even at times leaking out the information about what's going on WWF. And I remember that one time when they mentioned about Mankind winning the WWF title, and they didn't think that that was going to be a game changer where people was going to be like, oh, fuck this, we're changing the channel to see Mankind get that title. That was a huge fucking L for WCW. But anyway, having that competition does feel good because it makes both of these promotions definitely try to pull out all the things that they can possibly do to make a better show. So I'm thinking, personally, I would watch Dynamite live. I'll probably pull out my laptop and just have NXT playing, but I probably end up reviewing both of them because honestly, I don't really know if what NXT has to offer is really worth putting over what we have on the card for Dynamite. But either way, competition is a good thing, and I really do feel like without WWE mentioning it, and sure, they did call AEW the secondary company, which in all actuality they are honestly acknowledging that they are a secondary company that definitely is probably gonna give them a run for their money someday. Who knows? But anyway, guys, I'm up still looking at these memes when I should be sleeping. It's very interesting, and I'm hoping that no matter what happens, we get two shows that everyone can enjoy. Pro wrestling. Who would have thought that we would have had this going on about 5 years ago? So, Tony Khan, while you are kind of being a little reckless with the tweets tonight, thank you for bringing AEW to us. Guys, thanks so much for watching my video. I gotta go to bed. Bye.